Okay, so this is the clan match between ToR and TN. So right now this is our third game. The score is tied at 1-1 between TNFate and ToR. So we have on the left hand side Green Zerk, TN Raptor, which actually has a pretty good record for Team Knight. If the records are not wrong, I think he has a total of 4 wins, which is the highest for our team. And right on the right hand side we have ToR Venom. So for people who didn't watch Venom's stream earlier, he actually killed me because I'm TNFate with a pretty impressive spine defense into 3 base into Hive Tech Ultras, which is pretty quick, and I was didn't scout the third base, so very unprepared for it, which is a pretty good strategy overall in my opinion. So it's pretty hard to beat as long as you don't crush the third base early. So right now we see there's no early pull from either player, so it seems to be like a 13 gas, probably a 13 gas 13 pull from Raptor, probably would be a 15 hatch from Venom. Venom looks to be more of a macro player because going 3 hatch on 3 hatch without aggression on a oh okay, so just as I said, he gets his 14 pull, but he doesn't get gas though. Not getting gas could, yeah, you delay your Zergling speed. At the same time, you delay your banelings if you need banelings for defense. So overall, actually Raptor is known to be a more aggressive player among our team. So let's see whether he'll put in some. I think he'll put in some early aggression because his mining gas 13 gas 13 pull is actually really early. So Venom scouts it. He scouts the gas, scouts the pull, his overlord, and Raptor scouts the expansion as well. So gas is very delayed for Venom. Generally I don't like this because in my personal opinion, if it's against early aggression from another Zerg player, you really need the banelings, or you at least need a couple of roaches to help. If not, then you gotta make a whole lot of spines, which he did last game, and it was really my fault because I didn't really scout better. Didn't even see the third base, which is bad. If I saw the third base, would have gone with some early attack timing. So no bane nest. There's been 50 gas, 100 minerals is generally the time for Zerg player to start a bane nest. No expansion as well. Yep, just as I said, his bane nest is slightly delayed, so it could have been slightly earlier. And here Venom is struggling to get enough gas even to start Zergling speed, and also not getting bane nest as well. In certain situations, I wouldn't mind actually if you sacrifice Zergling speed just to get the early bane nest up, especially versus a player who is going early aggression off 1 base. So Zergling speed is it's not near to being done, and Venom doesn't start Zergling speed at all. So but he does have overlord here too actually. You see no expansion, so you gotta know that it's early attack. And I mean the graphics here show that it's trying to start 2 spines, but where are the drones? Yeah, there they are. These 2 spines will take about 60 seconds to complete, so there's actually a 60-second window for the opponent player to actually take advantage of this. But where are the banes? Yeah, more Zerglings coming in. 1 gas. So we shall see. Starting a Roach Warren, but it's pretty late. The banes are already coming in, and 6 banelings. Let's see what kind of damage you can do. So Venom is pulling back. So the 6 banelings are hitting straight for mineral line. Oh, lag. Oh, stupid patch. Oh, and it's good splitting, good split of banes. Oh, it killed the larvae. I don't mind that killing larvae, so you can't have Zergling reinforcements. Where are the rest of the Zerglings? Oh, the Zerglings are really in the main base, doing a fair bit of damage with the rest of the Zerglings here. So where's the rest of the banes? 2 banes here. Yep, micro them. If you micro them, oh man, he leaving it there is not good. I mean, it just explodes on. Bad explosion for the banes. So in this situation, unless Raptor is mass making banes now, drone count it's pretty low for Venom. So I have to say overall this attack was pretty successful from Raptor. So but with this amount of banes, I don't think he can handle it unless he has a good block on his ram, and the spine does a lot of work. So okay, so here goes Raptor now. So the Zergling's engaging. The Banes, do they have any good explosions? They're aiming straight for drones. Oh, drones includes a bunch of larvae as well. So he's aiming straight for drones actually. In my opinion, I would aim. Yeah, I mean I would aim straight for the lynx. But it's still good. It does a lot of economic damage because there's only like one drone left for Venom. So Venom is totally broke. Has to do some counter aggression with whatever units he has, which is like 4 roaches and 7 lynx. So if now Raptor simply has to make a whole bunch of lynx, surround this army, and keep applying aggression to kill off the opponent's Zerg, which I really hope it does, because this is the best window actually to kill the opponent off, because you have a larger drone count, you have a higher unit count, you have better economy. Oh man, he has to know that he killed a lot of drones. He has to push with this. There's no, it will take a long time for the opponent to recover. But yeah, if you have good surround on 3 roaches here, which he does. And I think this is game. So good surround on the 3 roaches, and you can engage the rest of this force even without bringing such GG from Venom. Well played from Raptor. 1 base aggression. And from Venom, yeah, I mean the late gas really doesn't help, and the lack of Baneling Nest against pure Zergling Baneling is really quite difficult. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat. Hello Asylum Souls. Hi Renix. So just actually switch on the overlays. So this is game 4. Yeah, game 4 between ToR and Team Knight in the Fusion Slugs Invitational Clan League number 1. So now the score is actually 2-1 in favor of Team Knight, with Raptor pulling in a win for Team Knight. So Mr. Sand now on above on the north position. This is, we call it 2 o'clock. We have our purple Zerg, Mr. Sandman. So Mr. Sandman, it's our purple toss. So sorry. Yeah, I mean. Damn, those replies. Okay, so I haven't actually checked Mr. Sandman's league, but Mr. Sandman going for a opening versus Zerg, which is kind of like early pylon. Japanese 4 gate. Oh my god. Yeah, pink. The score is 2-1 if you're tuning into the stream. Yes, you can just tune into my stream. 2-1, 2 for Team Knight and 1 for ToR. So not 4 gate. Oh man, the Japanese 4 gate. So Japanese 4 gate, I don't know, because Japanese 4 gate is kind of like a private joke between Raptor and the rest of us guys. So probably Mr. Sandman is someone who actually know the player, Raptor personally. But anyway, at the bottom, this is bottom 8 o'clock position. We have Raptor going for 14 pool, but it's it kind of like gone for an early observer. I think he actually mismade. He made one too many observer early. So pull before hatch, which is standard because he sees a forge, sees a gateway, and right now Raptor is actually blocking the expansion for Protoss, so gotta be a bit harassed. Actually, in a one-on-one fight, usually the drone will win if the drone gets the first hit, but in this case, actually, I think, yeah, as long as the probe just goes away and waits for the shield to recharge. Oh, proxy hatch. Okay, thanks for that, Moonbear. So it will be a proxy hatch into cancellation into an evil chamber, and this will actually delay the product expansion by a lot. Of course, Mr. Sandman sees this, and there's nothing much you can do unless you pull a huge bunch of drones to kill, which generally isn't advisable because it would just delay too much of the mining time. A lot of players actually in this situation, they would make a cannon, but because of the position of the gateway, the cannon actually isn't really well positioned. If you notice, this pylon forge cannon position actually is very good for a Bane bus, because the weakest rapid slide like that's fine, because the weakest part of this wall is actually this 200 pylon, which is total of 400 hit points. So if the Banes just bust this, all the Zerglings will just go in if you don't have sentries to force you. So, attacking the nuclear supply depot. Not many players do this at the lower leagues or even on ladders. I mean, you see a lot of professional players doing this because just in the heat of the battle, there's just that accidental right click. For example, if you're having a group of beans and you accidentally right click on neutral depot, that you would waste all your beans on it. Or in the heat of battle, if you use a left attack move like a left click and you accidentally click on the neutral depot in the heat of battle, it would just delay your fighting for just a little bit. I mean, yeah, but it does make a difference in high level games. But among our level, it's very rarely seen that players will actually kill the neutral depot that early. So nothing much going on. Yeah, I mean, Raptor is just starting to mine his gas because he sees that the Protoss expansion is so delayed. So I'm not too sure, because most of the time the standard Zerg build is like you get gas slightly later, but get gas around 5 minutes 45 seconds, and then you get your Roach Warren and your Evil Chamber, then you just go like Roach Ling to counter any timing aggression from Protoss. But in this case, it's going for pretty early gas at... Oh, actually I'm wrong. Yeah, my timing is good. Because of so much delay, because they actually need to delay this Nexus here. Another... So Mr. Sandman just reinforcing his wall now with 2 extra cannons and 1 extra pylon. So this does protect this weak spot, as I mentioned earlier, which is actually good. The wall is actually it's a good idea. I mean, not fully utilizing this space here. Zerglings can run by, but the only space they can run by is actually through this upper space here. So yeah, and he's making a sentry, but with the sentry you more or less should be safe. You just need to place a force field at the ramp here, or you can place a force field here, and the cannons will be able to cover. And another pylon. So making a total of 3 pylons. Wow, so many pylons. 1 pylon here, just 1 gateway, no robotics facility. So just another gateway, but in this case warp gate is gonna be done. He only has 1 warp gate though. Yeah, nothing much Protoss can do because his timings are so delayed because the Nexus was late. Probe production was cut. So Overlord doesn't see anything except for this. Yep. View. Yep, nothing much. He sees warp gate though. So, but 3 gates can't really do much though. So right now for our Zerg player, oh, getting all 4 gas. He's making spines and spores. He's afraid of DTs and getting a very fast lad, but no Roach Warren. That is surprising. Because usually if you stay on 2 base, the general rule for Zerg against Protoss is always get your Roach Warren, because it's just for the fact that Zealots are just too good. There's no upgrades as well. Zealots are just so good versus Lings that it's just not very viable to just go Link straight away. He does spot a Proxy Pylon here and immediately goes for it. But okay, strike light. But I don't think Protoss can do much. There's not enough gateways, no money. Ah, okay, he's going for 2 base mutas. So that explains why the lack of Roach Warren. Even on drones broke out at the moment. So generally Protoss has about, yeah, robotics will see, Protoss has about 600 gas, but not really using it. I would have liked to see a few more sentries and stalkers, but I don't know. Wow, that's a lot of pylons. So many pylons focusing. I'm thinking the pylons are actually for cannons, I guess. So Overseer comes in with an additional changeling in the corner. Scouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 gates and 1 robotics bay. Technically, ideally, this is the best response you want from the Protoss if you're going mutas, unless the Protoss makes like a ton of cannons everywhere. Because looking at this, there's no Blink Stalker, there's no Templar Archives, and yeah, I mean the structure for the Templar Archives is what is it? The Citadel. I mean the Twilight Citadel or something. I call it the Blink Stalker then. So if there isn't even the structure for the Blink Stalkers, Archons and High Templar will be so delayed, and there's nothing much you can do with mutas. So, but oh, thanks. So one of my friends saying that it's Twilight Council. So sorry. So you can see that how rarely I play my Protoss. Okay, so Raptor just scouts this and he immediately pulls out his links back. The mutas are already out. How many?
only 6 mutas, any addition in production. 5 more, so we have a total of about 11 mutas to be out soon. Does the pros player sees it? Does Mr. Sandman even see it coming? He's making stalkers here. No, I think it doesn't. If he sees it, he'll be making... Is he gonna make cannons? Oh, now he sees it. Yeah, and the mutas fly exactly across, losing 3 mutas in the process. So that is actually pretty bad for our Zerg player, because now rather than 11, he only has 8. So the DPS of the mutas is really reduced, and because he sees the mutas attacking, and emergency spines being put up. I like it. Generally I like it, but pros can still break this. Yeah, with good force fields, and yes, it's excellent force fields actually, because it's like if you look at this concave, there's no way the Zerlings can come in. So excellent force fields from Mr. Sandman. Mutas are doing a little bit of damage, but with not enough stalkers here actually. Oh, now finally the roaches coming up. I'm glad he made it work for it, because roaches are really needed to deal with any kind of question. Oh, Mr. Sandman, GG's. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, and he was floating quite a fair bit of resources. Because I was thinking that if he could have get some cannons in his main base and just warped in stalkers, I mean 5 to 6 stalkers could easily deal with like 8 mutalists, and wow,